It is a sad comedy film with both the elements in that particular order. The first 40 minutes it takes a shape and the rest of the film molds into a different shape. The screenplay. It is a good screenplay, making the best use of characters in such a short span of time. There are films which can do that with 2.5 hours running time. It made that possible by crafting characters that could fit in the small heart of the story. What do I mean? Take the characters Mario, Sweetie, and Raghu. Mario, a gangster, but was made likable by making him fall for Sweetie and gaining acceptance in the eyes of the audience. Sweetie, who knows how to handle someone like Mario and uses him to help Raghu, whom she loves but who does not return her feelings. This dynamic cannot be any better, such a fine work of writing. Rajat gave all of them space and acceptance in the hearts of the audience and did not make it like Sweetie making a fool out of Mario, which looks forced and just for comedy. He did not make a clown out of Mario just to get some laughs. Raghu, who worships a TV serial character Sitaji, she is his escape from the misery of his everyday life. Rajat Kapoor did not take the theme too seriously and used comedy to mold it in a different shape, which turned out really good. It is kind of like King of Comedy if the story was about the girl's obsession with Jerry Lewis instead of De Niro as the protagonist. Comedy sugarcoats the depressive life of Raghu, which we were getting a peek into in the first 30 minutes of the film. It would have been a really sad film if you remove the humor from the story and tell it like in a taxi driver way, and Vijay Raj would still be great till the last frame of the film. It is a funny film because of the well crafted situations and not because Raghu acts funny and tells jokes to add humor to the story. Raghu really believes Reshma is a Sitaji and not a character she plays even after abducting her. The well written funny situations lessened the opacity of the depressive character of Raghu. Sweetie, the character I empathized the most with. She did everything she could for Raghu. The scene where she breaks down and points the gun at everyone when Mario and Raghu were arguing about Reshma, that was a really heartbreaking scene. Everything she was suppressing throughout the story found its way out. Rajat couldn't have timed it better in the story. Mario, a likable character who became so gradually, and the effort to make him so did not feel too deliberate or forced. Reshma or Sitaji. She was just used as a plot device to get the story forward, I think. The characters that held the story together and gave it life were Raghu, Sweetie, and Mario. Breaking the fourth wall and songs. I did not like that. I did not feel the songs were necessary. Why take the musical way? It was going good so far until the end. Maybe they were trying to integrate the world of the story with the television world. A world within a world, like a frame within a frame. Another attempt of that was the integration of TV dialogues with the character dialogues when Raghu's uncle came to his house for lunch. I just feel they should have arrived at the comedy junction of the story sooner. The comedy began after Raghu abducted Sitaji and the gradual entry of Sweetie and Mario, and the time all three of them spent with each other. It ended too soon. I wanted more of that. Most of my favorite moments of the film are from that scene. When Reshma with all of them was watching her serial, Raghu making Mario realize how big of a sin he was about to commit by killing Sitaji, and Mario explaining himself by telling him he does not get time to watch TV. That was so funny. Raghu feeding tied up Mario with spoon, that was adorable. The ending, when Raghu asks Sitaji if she was scared of him when he held her captive, and Sitaji was avoiding the question by giggling, but realized Raghu was being serious and was about to answer something, but Raghu stops her, maybe because he did not want to hear the truth that he made the person he worshipped get scared to death. When Raghu started crying like a baby because Sitaji died in the serial, just imagine how hilarious it would be if it were placed in the beginning of the film. We would be calling him all kinds of names and laughing out of our wits, but we have been on a journey with Raghu. We know him. There was no smile on my face. Sadness took over every inch of my face.